Okay, thank you very much for joining our study group on the laws of secret. And we already learned about the afterword and also preface. But this is a summary of the laws of secret. So there are 3 secrets in the laws of secret. What are the 3 secrets? The first one is a secret of this world. So we tend to think what's behind, this world is all there is, but actually there is a spirit world. But in the laws of secret, Master Riho Kaba teaches us we coexist with the spirit world. And the second one is a secret of exorcism. So all of us in the world having a same problem, that is the pandemic of coronavirus. But actually, how to deal with the infection of coronavirus is same principle of spiritual possession. So if you can do exorcism, you can exorcise evil spirits and also coronavirus too. And the third one is the secret of the power of faith. So why can we have a exorcism power or healing power? Because it is because we have a power of faith. We can be connected with heavenly world and also the spring God of the earth, Lord El Cantare. And through this power, we can deal with the natural disaster too. So these are the 3 kinds of secrets written in the laws of secret. So today we are going to learn about the second chapter, recovering from spiritual disturbance. But before that, let me introduce other books too. And here is a quote from my favorite book, Think Big. And this is a quote. This quote comes from the second chapter of the book. And let me read aloud. When you start working at a new place, you will probably have completely new things to learn. Let's be honest. Everyone had at least some fear when facing jobs with which they have no experience. However, I'd like for everyone to have self-confidence and keep motivating and encouraging themselves. So have you ever experienced something new? I mean, I think all of us are trying to learn new language, at least Japanese, and also we are trying to learn Buddhist truth, which is completely new to us. And if you work for a company, you sometimes have an experience to try something new too. So in that sense, at that moment, our fear comes up from within. But he said, believe in the tremendous power of self-affirmation. We should constantly and repeatedly give ourselves positive affirmations. We should say to ourselves, I'm completely fine. I can do it. I can definitely do this. Yes. Then he said, the more we convince ourselves that nothing is impossible, the more we will achieve. We are never too old to start over. So this chapter is actually encouraging elderly people. So Master said so those who are old people, those who are old tend to think, oh, I can't do this because of my age. But Master encouraged us, we are never too old or we are never too young to start something new. So now let us have a contemplation time to encourage ourselves to study or work harder to try something new. So this is so are you good at encouraging yourself, or are you good at believing yourself? And if you think you are not good at encouraging yourself, please have a mind to believe in God or Buddha or El Cantare. So if you can believe in him, then you can believe in yourself too. or he is supporting me. So that's why I can do this. Or my guardian angels are supporting me. So that's why I can do this. So faith is a main factor to believe in yourself. So now we are going to take some moments to encourage us with a belief that I have faith in myself as a child of Buddha or God or Creator. I can become a teacher. I will become a minister, or I am building a shibu, a branch of happy science in every island in Philippines. And I want to build the happy science school. I want to build the university in Philippines, and so on. Everything comes from one thought. But one thought. So yeah, we need to believe in yourself first before we realize it. So now we are going to take some 5 minutes to awaken to as a child of Buddha. Okay, thank you very much for your guidance, Lord Alcantara. Another way of encouraging yourself is to believe in yourself. That is before you are born. So before you are born, you are already living as an angel in the spirit world, and you wrote down your life plan, and your life plan might say, "Oh, I will become a teacher. I will become a minister. I will become a businessman," and so on. So your life is already you already written down your life plan. So if you cannot, if you are difficult to believe in yourself, please believe in yourself as an angel living in the spirit world before you were born. Then there is a flow of your life. So please feel the guidance from your guardian spirits to encourage you to realize your life plan. And that is also another way. So now we are going to move on to the laws of secret. And this is what we already learned in the laws of, in the study group, study session part 2. And yesterday, we learned that the academic studies have become an impediment, block to the truth. Many practical and technical studies like science and mathematics are certainly useful, but most of them are completely helpless in clarifying the word of truth or a mystical word taught by religions. Not only are they helpless, but even harmful in a sense. While the purpose of learning must be the pursuit of the truth, academic studies have become more of a hindrance to the truth. So from the Buddha's perspective, in a sense, the more you study in university, the more skeptical you will become. Then it will become hard to find the true self, true world, the spirit world. So today's topic is indispensable knowledge that is not taught at school. So if you have a book, please open your book to page 68. But everybody can read aloud today. And I will, okay, so please read aloud this slide. Okay, Louis, could you read aloud this sentence?
This chapter deals with the basic topic, a theme that is unavoidable for those involved in religion. This is the kind of knowledge we must have as humans living on earth, but it is one of the truths that are not taught through education, academic studies, or science.
Thank you, Sri. And okay, Christine, could you read aloud this slide? Thank you.
While living in our physical bodies, we are constantly affected by various spiritual beings, and we undergo many changes due to those influences. We ourselves are spiritual beings, civil inside physical bodies. We are also influenced by its external factor. We live under the laws of action and reaction in this way.
Yes, thank you. That is important parts. Miss Drex, could you read aloud this sentence?
If we develop a certain tendency, we will start to live in a distorted way. Then the spiritual beings that have the same tendency will gather around that distorted part. This is a simple truth, but unfortunately, many people do not understand it.
Thank you, Drex. And the next one would be James.
Using the expression spiritual disturbance may make my talk a little difficult to understand, so let me explain it in simple terms to take a recent cases. As an example, the novel coronavirus is spreading all over the world, and the hundreds of thousands of people were already infected by the time I gave this lecture in March 2020.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, James. And Jomin, could you read aloud this sentence?
Okay, sorry, I was certain that the number of infected people would soon surface 1 million and reach several million with a death toll over hundreds of thousands.
Yes. Thank you, Jobim. That was good, Pam. And Mariam, could you read aloud this sentence? Thank you.
Even if people contact the coronavirus, there are those with average physical strength who get well and make a full recovery, and others who become severely infected and die from developing pneumonia. The death rate varies from country to country, but it does not seem so different compared with the death rate resulting from the flu.
That is the important part. Yes. And Ida, Miss Ida, could you read aloud this sentence slowly? Oh, Ida. It's okay. Okay. Yeah, Ida, thank you. So I will read aloud. Based on my observation and experiences, it is clear that the flu is caused by spiritual possession. Sorry, I made a mistake. The flu is caused by spiritual possession. The flu mostly spread during the cold months, and this coincides with a time when a large number of insects and bugs died due to the sudden drop of the temperature. This is a clear statement. And everybody read that? Yes. Okay. Louis, could you read out this sentence? Thank you.
In fact, many of them become stray spirits, and these stray spirits stick around in groups, floating like soap bubbles near the surface of the earth, in the fields and trees, and even in the cities.
Thank you. Yeah, that is spiritual phenomena that are happening about around us. And Jennifer, could you read out this sentence?
Okay, at my background, we have Anua. Okay. Among the people walking in the city, there are those who become possessed by those stray spirits and others who do not. When a person is possessed by a group of spirits, the person will gradually become the house and rent out his or her body to those spirits to coexist.
That is important part. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, Christine, could you read this last sentence?
I read?
Thank you.
Okay. Then the spirit will spread inside the person, body, and gradually erode it. In the worst case scenario, this could lead to the person's death. So even small spirits, which normally do not seem to have a will of their own, can cause illnesses when working together as a group.
Thank you, Christine, and thank you everybody for supporting our study group. So let us recap the important points. So yesterday we already learned that the academic field does not help us to see the mystical world taught by religions. Only religion can taught us the spirit world. And then Then he said, while living in our physical bodies, we are constantly affected by various spiritual beings. And we ourselves are spiritual beings dwelling inside physical bodies. And we are also influenced by external factors. So we are also a spiritual being. And now, and also we are also sometimes possessed by evil spirits or even the stray spirits of bugs or insects. Then he started talking about the coronavirus. He said the death rate varies from country to country, but it does not seem so different compared with the death rate resulting from the flu. So maybe 5% or maximum would be 10%. But the coronavirus shouldn't be something we should be. It's not something we should be afraid of at all. He said this is the most important parts from today's session. Based on my observation and experiences, it is clear that the flu is caused by spiritual possession. And he said, among the people voting in the city, there are those who become possessed by these stray spirits and others who do not. So even in the same room, there are two kinds of people who will, one is who will get possessed by the spirits, and those and others will not get possessed by the spirits. So if you are possessed by something spiritual, then because of the spiritual possession, you will get infected by the flu or coronavirus. That is eye-opening fact. So through this, yes. So this is a quote from the Afterbirth. This book describes a way to conquer the devils as well as how to dispel viruses. So Master is saying that the principle of spiritual possession is same with the principle of infection too. And he said, it also reveals the mystical power of God and a miraculous power of faith. I believe people today need to learn this truth, afresh as a new subject of study. So why did he think that every person on earth should learn this truth? Because now we have a pandemic of coronavirus, and people in the world just say coronavirus is an infection, of course. But from Buddha's perspective, the law of cause and effect in the spiritual term is also happening too. So if you know how to dispel viruses, you won't get infected at all because you know the truth. So today, what we learned today is a human being is a multi-structured spiritual being residing in the physical body, and just like an onion. And this is a quote from another lecture too. But so what we learn from today's theme is we are not machine. We are not just mere physical beings. Inside our bodies, we have a mind, we have a soul. And this soul has a multi-structured layers. And yeah, the out layer is like a three-dimensional being, yeah, or a physical body. But if you dig into your mind and dig into your mind down, then you will get yourself becoming one with the God. Yes, so that's just like the onion. So you have the power within because you have a soul, and this soul is created by God, and God, I mean Buddha or El Cantare, endowed you with the same golden shining light, same with him. So it is important to awaken to this truth. And this principle is actually same with the one we studied today. The more you convince yourself that nothing is impossible, the more we will achieve. So that is the same principle, that your faith in yourself as a child of God will allow you to tap into your Buddha nature. And through Buddha nature, we won't get infected by coronavirus. But if you don't believe in yourself as a spiritual being, or if you don't believe in the spirit world, or if you don't believe in the spiritual rule govern this world, you will just be afraid of the infection because you think you are just a physical bodies. So it is important to believe in the spirit world and also true self as a child of God. Yes. So, and let me. So yes, so that is the conclusion of today's session. But of course, today we learned that the belief in ourselves as child of Buddha is important. But how can we tap into the Buddha nature? How can we shine our Buddha nature? That is the next topic of the laws of secret. Next Tuesday or next Wednesday, I will be on the flight, on the plane. But next time we are going to learn the third chapter of this book, the laws of secret. And in the laws of in the third chapter, we are going to learn about how to brighten our mind as a child of Buddha. So if you go to Shibu, and if you'd like to have a book, please ask Kota-san or me, Satoshi. And you're always welcome. And also, if you have any questions or suggestions or ideas, please let us know. Yes, and thank you very much. And I will stop recording right now. Thank you.